Today on the channel, we got a major unboxing with Major Stars Series 2, Jordan Grace, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Sergeant Slaughter, Ethan Page, and bonus, Sabu.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Major Stars unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got Series 2 plus the bonus Sabu figure. But for all your Major Stars needs and a whole lot more, head over to Collect Major. Over there is where you can order these Major Stars, Major Bendies, and Big Rubber guys, and all points in between. So check them out over there. A lot of good stuff. Now, I'm partial to the big rubber guys. You know me, I like my guys big and full of rubber. But if you're looking for littler guys, you got the Major Stars here. An interesting concept here in Series 2, trying to take some legs to go where the big rubber guys have went, where the Major Bendies have went before them. An interesting line, very similar to Funko with more articulation. And I think the premises of this was, hey, they're small figures. You can take them to a convention, a wrestling show, whatever. Get autographs. They display well. You can take them out of the package, obviously. Put a fig fed together. There's a lot of stuff you can do with these figures here. And there's a lot of stuff we can do with this review, Todd McFarlane. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. We're going to start with Sabu here. I believe Sabu was supposed to be a convention exclusive. Maybe, what was it, WrestleCade or before WrestleCade? Who knows what happened, but it didn't make it in time. There was a delay, so they just released it with Series 2, and I think that's fine. Would not be shocked to see a variant of this one in the future, maybe a bloody Sabu or maybe a different colorway. I could see that happening. We'll see where that goes. But interesting, Funko-style packaging. We did talk about Series 1 on the channel. Now we're talking Series 2. Looking very nice, Sabu, though. This is a classic Sabu. I love that the headdress and everything. But the packaging here looking very nice. Sabu. He is number 9 in the line here for those keeping track at home. And I'm going to go package by package, then we're going to unbox all these guys here. Next up, Hacksaw Jim Duggan recently signed a WWE Legends deal. Have an Ultimate of him coming out in 2026, but we can still get our Major Stars here with him. Not a toy, ages 18 and up. He's number 6 in the line for those keeping track at home. Looking very good, old Hacksaw. Everybody loves the little Hacksaw, don't they? Then we got Sergeant Slaughter. Always kind of feels like the yin and yang with Sergeant Slaughter. Two great Americans and enemies at one time when Slaughter took his turn to the bad guy. Old Sergeant Slaughter is number 5 in the Major Stars line. And we'll never forget the time, Todd McFarlane, where Sergeant Slaughter told me, "What's a Nemesis Enforcer?" I'll never forget that moment. But Sarge looking good. Got black gloves on with this one here, part of Series 2. Sergeant Slaughter in the house. Then we get 2 current stars. We got Legends over here. Now we got 2 staples of NXT, and I believe Jordan Grace just called up to SmackDown. So pretty wild to see this here. And what about Power Town's Jordan Grace? I think this was not even announced, not even a thing. I'm not even sure if this line was a thing when the Jordan Grace pre-order went up. So that's how long it's been for Power Town. She is number 7 in the line right here. The orange and black attack looking interesting. Number 7. And then Ethan Page, the North American champion, currently over there on NXT, looking very good as well. He's number 8 in the line. So I got through all these guys, but I'm going to take it offline, get them all out of the package, and we'll be back talking all things Major Stars Series 2. All right, we got Major Stars Series 2 out of the package. Let's dive in and let's go in order, but let's start ladies first with Jordan Grace. NXT standout, TNA standout, Indie standout, SmackDown standout. We'll see what happens there. We got Jordan Grace here in one of her many looks over the years. You know, she's really fluctuated in size. She's been extremely lean to bigger of when she was first coming into TNA and stuff. So kudos to her and the mental focus of her changing her body where she wants it to go. And this one all ripped up, torn up there. I love the braids on the side of the head. You got the earrings going on. You got the long hair. You got a little bit of the slice in the eyebrow. Do I need to do that, Tom McFarlane? We put the little dash in the eyebrow. Maybe I'll look into doing that here very soon. Very stoic face on Jordan Grace. She's ready for business here. She's got the orange and black attack going on like a young Taz, maybe hoping to join Tiger Force. You never know what could happen there. Got the black boots down below as well. Looking pretty darn good, though, for Jordan Grace. Very buxom in this figure, too. I shouldn't point that out. You can't miss it. But a wild little figure. Now, no hole stands on the bottom here. So, wish they did have that. It'd be great to use these with ringside stands. That being said, they do stand just fine on their own. Your mileage may vary, but there's old Jordan Grace there. Moving down the line to one Ethan Page. Looks like Ethan Page. He's got that very iconic facial hair right there. I guess it's because he doesn't connect his mustache to his goatee, maybe. Looking pretty nice. His eyes, one's a little higher up than the other one. Your mileage may vary on that one. Got some black eyebrows as well. Got the black hair, 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, and a mouth, and a smiling face. What more could you want? He does got the cut up abs here. He's got quite the body going on. It says all ego on the back. You got his boots with the specific little crown down there looking good. 2 fists of fury. Now articulation can be the same for all these figures. Back and forth, side to side, up and down on the head. Big head on these guys. Arms all the way around. Waist articulation like a dumbbell joint out of the waist. No leg articulation, no feet articulation, anything like that. But that is all ego Ethan Page. Not a bad piece of business. And kudos to the major team getting that out there before he went over to NXT, getting that all signed up. Worked out well for them. And now we're turning our attention to the guy that's not technically Series 2, but shipped with Series 2. It is our boy Sabu, and this is probably my favorite major star of all time so far. I obviously love Sabu, loves old school ECW, but I love the detail on this figure here. Starting with the headdress on this one, the headdress is removable, so you can take that off. Very, very cool to see that. You got the long black hair on him. Looking a little bit like Rhino in the face a little bit, too. Have you ever seen those two together? Oh, yeah, we have many a times. You got the blade scars on the head, blade stars on the chest, the arms, the Sabu tape around the bicep. You got the pointing finger where he's, doing the old pointing up. Can we get a Fonzie and an RVD to go with these? Man, that would be awesome. You got the genie pants there in green looking good. Of course, articulation the same for all these guys. Fist of Fury over on the other side, taped fist. Just an awesome looking Sabu, and I would love to have this in like all the colors of the Sabu rainbow. Can we get him in yellow? Can we get him in blue? Can we get him in red? Purple? There's a lot of different colors we could work with Sabu. Really like that figure a whole lot. I still think that is the best one. Moving down the line to what's a Nemesis Enforcer. It is one Sergeant Slaughter. You could double this in with the G.I. Joe collectors, and I think that's one thing. A lot of G.I. Joe collectors are probably not aware of this line at all. That's the great thing about Sergeant Slaughter is you can bring different faces in. It's a good thing for these third-party companies to sign a guy like Sergeant Slaughter because you can get the G.I. Joe fan base and the wrestling fan base trying to get these figures. That's a good business move if you ask me. But it looks like the Sarge, I think somebody hands you this head. You know who this is. He's got his hat, or dare I say, campaign cover on. He's got that there. The hat is not removable. Glasses not removable. Big chin, got the mustache going on. He's got that pointing finger there, just like Sabu. I forgot to mention in the articulation, the hands do go side to side as well. But he is wearing gloves, which is interesting. Slaughter wore gloves a time or two, but historically, when you think of Sergeant Slaughter, you probably don't think of him in gloves. But here we are today. Got the camo pants on, the black boots. A good representation of Sergeant Slaughter. I like this one a whole lot. Obviously, it's my G.I. Joe bias shining through a little bit there. But I do like the Sarge. And then last but certainly not least, our friend, a guy that loves himself some hoes. We know, old hacksaw Jim Duggan. Looking pretty wild here. Very cool. The board is removable, so it does slide in his hand. Does stay in his hand. You're not falling out or anything. I do like that a whole lot. Of course, you can't have a hacksaw without a 2x4 here. But you got hacksaw back in the late 80s, early 90s. Got the blue trunks going on, blue knee pads, blue boots, white laces. Long flowing hair, looking good. Got the big beard. And you got the tongue hanging out the side of the mouth right there. Looking good. Looks like Hacksaw and perfect for this figure. Hacksaw's at a lot of conventions. He's a guy that makes a lot of towns. I'll never forget here, one of the local independent companies here. I was buddies with the owner. He had Hacksaw all summer long. He had all these county fair shows and, of course, the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame and all points in between. He had Hacksaw in town for like 3 weeks straight. And Hacksaw, quite the guy to hang out with, let me tell you. One of these days, I'm going to tell some great stories. Some great stories that are going to rock everybody's world, but we're not going to do it while Hacksaw's still around, I don't think. I don't think we will. We'll wait until the future. Hopefully long in the future, of course, but absolutely love the looks of this Hacksaw. Very, very fun figures here. If I had to put them in order of favorites, I'm biased, but I'm going Sabu number 1. Number 2 and number 3 is very tight, but I'm going to go Sarge over Hacksaw just by a hair. And then I'm going to go Jordan Grace and All Ego coming in the tail end right here. Part of that is, obviously, these are newer performers. I don't have all the decades of love like I do these performers, but you never know. Maybe one day they'll rise above the ranks and move to the front. Probably not in this lifetime, but a very diverse set here, but a very fun set and great for autograph seekers, Funko type collectors and things. Now, your casual wrestling fans that buy your Mattel Elites and stuff, maybe they don't want to dive into this. It is one of those lines that's just kind of around, floating around there. I don't think it'll reach to the ascension of the big rubber guys, but it is a cheaper price point. Anything is possible. But for me and my money, the big rubber guys is always going to be number one because it's the nostalgia of the first line I ever collected. But I do see a point in the marketplace and a spot in the marketplace and an untapped spot in the marketplace for things like this and for collectors. And that's where the major stars are hoping they'll get your money in the future. But what's your thoughts on these major stars? Do you need these in your collection? Are you picking these up? Let me know in the comments down below. You made it this far, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell as we got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you on Patreon, YouTube channel memberships, your best way to support the channel. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com, which is also the name of my podcast, The Kyle Peterson Show, available every Tuesday where podcasts are found, with videocast on YouTube. So for Major Stars Series 2, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?